Good news, I can go to AC anytime because I've just got COVID, so I can't ruin a vacation by getting COVID before for at least a few months.
That's a good point. Dave's asking about July 28th-ish.
Yeah, that's a bad week for me, honestly.
Boo.
Howdy, it's Monday, June 30th, 2025, and this is episode 257 of Due for a Win, the Atlantic City podcast. I'm Kyle Eskin, joined, as always, by Craig Stone. What's good, Craig?
That Jake Paul, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. fight, that was a great fight. Did you watch it?
No.
It was a terrible fight. You will be unsurprised to know.
I would never watch it. By all accounts, Jake Paul is like an okay boxer, so perhaps when he boxes someone who is real and actually approximates being in their prime, I'll be interested, but not until then. He could fight all the washed-up boxers and MMA fighters and whatever he wants, but until he fights someone of interest, then...
I mean, I know all the real boxing fans think it's just a total clown show and hate him. I mean, I think he does take it very seriously, I'll say, but I don't think he's actually good.
Right.
He said after that fight that he wants to fight all the real boxers, and we'll see if any of that happens.
Yeah, good for him. I don't disagree that he takes it seriously, but he has to fight someone eventually,
right?
If that's what he wants to do. I mean, I think if you're going to watch combat sports on Saturday night, you should have been watching the UFC.
No, I don't like UFC. Not my thing. No kicking, just punching.
That's where it's at?
Yeah.
No hugging? No one's got time for that?
No. Apparently the earlier fights were actually really good on that ticket, but, you know, I can't be bothered for that.
The Jake Paul one, you mean?
Yes.
Surely you did not buy a pay-per-view, did you?
I have the internet.
Found it on the internet?
Yeah.
I understand.
Totally on the up and up.
No, I'm with you 100%.
You know, DAZN is apparently DAZN.
Oh, really? I always thought it was DAZN.
So did I. Or DAZN or something, I don't know. But they were saying DAZN, so...
That makes sense, I guess.
That's not how that works. I hate it. So, I have a scenario that's for you, not really a would you rather.
Okay. It's just would you, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It is just a would you. Like, would you rather do this or do nothing, pretty much. So in that way, everything's a would you rather, I guess.
I mean, doing nothing is somewhat underrated, but yeah, go ahead.
It is.
Yeah.
So pretty much every time I get one of these Fridays off where my wife has work and my kids have school, I jokingly send several of our friends a Vegas itinerary that I find that would work.
Mm-hmm.
And surely Andy's tired of seeing my Spirit flight itineraries, but here is the scenario. You have to drop the kids off on a Thursday, and you have to be back on a Saturday morning. So basically the earliest Vegas flight you could make would get you to Vegas around 3 p.m. on Thursday, and then the latest you could leave Vegas is like a 10 p.m. Friday red-eye flight that gets you home Saturday at like 5:30 in the morning. So you're talking from the East Coast, one night, about 30 hours in Vegas. Is there any way that you would be like, yeah, man, I got this time to myself, let's do it?
It's a tough question. I think if it was just me, as much as I want to say yes, the answer is almost certainly probably not. But if there were friends out there already, like if I could meet people there for this time, yeah, I would probably do it.
I was going to throw in some other things, like assume that it's a free room basically anywhere that you want.
Yeah, that doesn't matter to me, frankly. It doesn't change my calculus at all.
I mean, I'm definitely not doing it if it's like a $600 flight.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's, you know, $100 round trip on Spirit, then that changes the calculus a bit. I have all these follow-up questions to see if I can nudge you toward doing it, but you've already sort of said yes.
Like I said, if it was me alone just going to Vegas, I'm interested in going to Vegas. I don't know if I would fly out there by myself to just go to Vegas on my own. That seems like a pretty big step to take.
Yeah, it's a lot of travel.
It's a lot of travel, right? Just for me being in Vegas.
Yeah.
No, if there's like a meetup or, you know, if our friends were out there, I think I would do it.
My sort of rationale is that I would do it just to say that I did it.
Okay.
But I have a feeling that I'd be on the flight out.
Having regrets?
About to land and be like, man, this took a long time. Like...
Well, it always takes a long time flying out there. It's like an extra hour going west than going east.
Right. Even last trip, I was like, man, the door-to-door time to get out here is just insane. By the time you get to the airport and get through security and actually land and get to the strip, you're talking about almost 10 hours door-to-door.
It's not too bad. If the secret is just getting to the airport an hour before your
Yeah,
flight time,
that's true.
and then it's good.
One thing about this is there's someone on the East Coast. There are lots of people on the East Coast who don't think this is a crazy itinerary at all, right? They're like, yeah, I do that. I do that regularly.
I don't think it's crazy either. Like I said, if it's just like me alone, not meeting anyone, that's not necessarily what I want to be doing with my free time. But I don't think it's nuts.
My feeling about the alone time is if I'm only going to have whatever that would be 24 hours awake time in Vegas, assuming I'm only sleeping 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Being solo means I have control over what I do, but I also know myself and I would be paralyzed by the options. And that's the thing that scares me the most about it, is like getting out there and being like, I want to do 100 things. I can do like 3 things. What are those things going to be?
I would gamble at Fontainebleau. It would be like number one on my list, I think. Put some hours in, see if I get some offers. I hear they're very generous.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I would just walk up the strip and hit some various casinos.
Yeah, I've done that a million times.
I feel like I don't do it enough. I mean, we haven't been in... When did we go last?
2 years?
2 years?
3 years? 2 years. 2023?
That sounds right.
Yeah.
All right. Did I ever say if I would do it or not? Like you, I want to say yes, but I just cannot imagine that I would actually do it in reality.
I can't imagine you doing that either.
No.
Just honestly. You are much more like anti-flying. If it was like somehow taking the train for the same amount of time to Vegas, I feel like you would do it, but the flight is a huge blocker for you.
Yeah, the weird thing is, for some reason, I looked up taking the train to Connecticut, but the train times just don't work out great. I couldn't even come up with like a decent itinerary to get out to Mohegan. I mean, I would just drive. That would make more sense. Anyway, speaking of casinos that aren't Atlantic City, since we never talk about Atlantic City anymore, I did get a mailer from Wind Creek. My first one since joining their players program.
$10?
No. Earn entries to win a car, asterisk, or $10,000 prize. So that's not enticing, Wind Creek.
I think you need to wait and see. That's just probably everyone got that mailer. So
yeah, I think I'll probably get some more food
$10.
credit.
$10.
Free play. You think I'll get $10? I think they'll be more generous because it's a standalone. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they'll be less generous.
That seems to be what I get from Rivers. Still sends me mailers all the time. And
we weren't at Rivers very long, though.
$10. That's what they like to give me.
Okay, we'll see. We will see. One thing that happened is maybe a week ago, James T., who is featured prominently on this very show recently, just in terms of his emails, posted in the Facebook group asking if anyone had any advice for playing in a video poker tournament at Harrah's because he got the invite. You were away, but also I believe have never played in a video poker tournament.
That is correct.
I responded saying I've never done it, so I have no advice, but good luck. Luckily, he got back to us, and by us I mean the Facebook group, saying that he did it. He went out to Harrah's, he played in the video poker tournament, and he gave us a detailed explanation of what happens, which I found very fascinating. So basically, you get 1,000 credits. You can max bet, which is 5 credits a spin. So you have 200 spins, but you have 2 minutes to play. So you're done either once your 1,000 credits are gone or you run out of time. And he said he has no idea how anyone could possibly get through 1,000 credits in 2 minutes. 200 hands in 2 minutes. Yes, no, I don't think you could do that.
I don't think that's possible.
He said it's 9-6 jacks or better. Like I said, 5 credits for a max bet. I played as fast and furious as I could. I was not playing perfect strategy as I was trying to keep more 2 to a royal type hands. I didn't get a single full house, and I think I only got 1 or 2 flushes, but I played fast enough to get to 300 points, which put me in a tie for 16th place. That's the last place paid out. So he did end up getting $65 in free play, and it was automatically put on his card. He said that they claimed that you had to be there to accept the winnings if you won, but he said he ended up just like swiping his card and it was on his card. He didn't have to like go claim it or anything, so that's nice.
Nice.
One weird thing, James T says, if you tied for a spot, they split the funds for that spot evenly. For example, multiple people tied for 10th and ended up getting less free play than people in 11th and 12th.
Yeah, that seems broken. Like, that's just ridiculous.
So like if 16 places get paid and 3 people tie for 10th,
16 different scores get paid.
Yes, the scores get paid. That's weird.
That makes no sense whatsoever.
I would be really mad if I came in 10th and split the 10th place spot. So, yeah, fascinating stuff. I looked through my emails. I have never, that I can tell, gotten an invite to a video poker tournament, But Tropicana pretty much every week recently has been inviting me to a blackjack tournament.
Yeah, I get a lot of blackjack tournaments. I've certainly been invited to slot tournaments. Yeah, never video poker that I can remember.
I get a lot of bingo emails from Golden Nugget.
They know what you love.
They do. That would be fun. Video poker tournament, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
I feel like I'm pretty fast, so I feel like it would be good for me.
Yeah, I think you're quick. You're definitely quicker than I am. It would be a big change of pace for me to try to just plow through it that fast, but
yeah,
I think I can make the decisions pretty quickly. James C. did say that some people were just playing normal speed and they were like absolutely toast because you're basically capped out at about 50 credits unless you hit a huge hit. So yeah, just keep mashing the buttons.
Does it have to do with just how many credits you win overall, and it doesn't matter like how much you bet?
Everybody's surely betting max credits, but I'm assuming it's just adding up the wins.
So you get 45 for a full house, and 30 for a flush, and 20 for a straight, and 5 for a pair of queens.
That is how video poker pay tables work.
I don't understand. Can you please explain?
A new thing opened. This was a huge surprise to me when I saw a picture of it on one of the Facebook groups. Definitely not ours. There's like 6 Everything Atlantic City Facebook groups now named slightly different things, so I don't even know which Facebook group is on.
It's good.
It's called Maya Coastal Cocktails and Tapas, and it's on the boardwalk right next to resorts, so slightly towards Orange Loop if you're walking that direction. It is right on the boardwalk right there. Like, when did they build this thing? So they've got a big cocktail menu, looks kind of cool. I mean, it looks like a little box that they just built on the boardwalk, but cool to see something new randomly pop up for the summer. It says on the website opening summer 2025, but if you dig around to their Instagram, I think, it says that they actually opened Friday, June 27th. That was their grand opening. So small plates, cocktails, seems like a lot of tequila-based margarita-type cocktails. I want to go.
Yeah.
I want to go right now.
Well, when are we meeting, man?
July 28th. Let's go.
All right. Good.
I thought you just said that week was bad for you.
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, they've got some tacos, some shareable bites, not a really big food menu, but lots and lots of cocktails and mocktails, non-alcoholic margaritas if that's something you're into, tequila flight, frozen drinks.
I like how their Facebook link on their website just literally goes to facebook.com, not to like whatever their page is.
The Instagram link does indeed go to their Instagram page, but
amazing.
Get some Mayan nachos. Some street corn empanadas. That sounds good. So, that's the new place. Everyone go try it.
Yeah, I would love to try it.
Me too. I feel like I should try more places on the boardwalk.
Yeah, you haven't been to...
the Mexican place you went to?
Yeah, me and Taylor went to.
What was it called?
It was good.
Texawaka or something?
Yeah, something like that.
There's also the Lotteria taco place that I always mean to try, but it's closed every time I go.
Never open. Yeah.
Off season. Did you hear anything about the Sheridan news? Came out of nowhere?
I did not until this morning when I was looking at it.
You have been in Japan for 10 days.
I have been.
Not closely following.
Unfortunately, it did not break into the Japanese news.
Weird, because this is big to me. The Sheraton, which is connected to the convention center, out by the outlets, is getting a $100 million rebrand and partial conversion to apartments. I'll link to an article in Philadelphia Business Journal by Emma Dooling, which it let me read the article initially when I added this link, and now it's now you got to be subscribed.
I could not read the article.
So luckily for you, I have some details. Philadelphia-based developer Tom Scanapieco, I think that's right, is planning to convert 250 of the hotel rooms into 131 apartments. They're going to be aimed at age 55 plus residents. The apartments will be on the 10th through 16th floors of the hotel. So the top floors, the 3rd through 9th floors, the other half of the rooms, another 250 rooms, that's going to stay a hotel, and they're going to be renovated, and they're going to change the name of the hotel to some other chain, but they have not disclosed which. So no more Sheridan, it's going to be something else, and then half of them will be seniors' apartments, I guess. The reasoning from Tom Scanapieco was that basically there's plenty of hotel rooms in Atlantic City, which that makes sense. There are a lot of hotel rooms.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how this goes. $100 million seems like a lot of money.
Yeah. Soon enough, we'll be able to buy these apartments.
I can't wait.
Think of how much we could go to Wingcraft, Tun Cavern. Be great.
Tun Tavern in the building that we live in?
Yes.
Drink so much diving horse pale ale or whatever it is.
It'd be so good. Your building used to have some bar on the bottom floor, right?
It did.
In Hoboken?
Yeah, that's closed now.
Because you left, obviously.
Pretty much,
yeah. You were keeping them in business.
The money dried up. Somebody in the Reddit, Atlantic City subreddit, posted asking if the walk was okay from the Sheridan to the boardwalk. What do you have to say to that?
Yeah, I think it's totally fine. I think people need to stop complaining.
Speaking of walking, someone called That Challenge Guy or That Challenge Dude on YouTube posted something like, they said it couldn't be done. I walked from Las Vegas McCarran Airport to the Strip. To be fair, he did it in the summer. It was 105 degrees.
Yeah, I did it in April or whatever, and it was quite pleasant out. So,
yeah. But I wanted to sue. I wanted to send a cease and desist.
Be like, check this post on megasite doforwin.com.
Correct.
Describing exactly. I wonder, perhaps he researched it, because if you search for that walk, surely we are probably, thanks to our wonderful SEO, the top link.
I've paid the top SEO firms.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like the third thing that comes up. I don't know how much that's tailored to me, but...
Let's see. I don't use Google, so we're not on the first page. What did you search for? Look, LAS to Strip.
I searched walking from Vegas Airport to Strip.
Uh-huh.
And after the r/Las Vegas subreddit, the bullshit AI overview, something called In the Loop Travel, and we are after that.
No, it doesn't show up on my non-personalized
Okay.
DuckDuckGo.
No, lame. All right.
Weak.
That's why you need to pay the SEO big bucks.
But the AI assist uses their top link, and it makes the answer is doforwin.com. So that makes me feel good.
Nice.
How does the stupid AI uses our site, but not the page itself?
Because the AI is highly trained to find
the AI
the
is
best
smart.
data.
I know, exactly.
I've never said anything bad about AI before this. It certainly gives the most accurate description.
I think it's like it doesn't do as well as the resort fees, but it's probably, I'm sure, second most popular page we have, right?
I don't know. I'll look later. I'm not going to dig into the data right now. Oh, you thought you liked revenue data. What about website traffic data? This is our monthly website traffic data check.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we have data later in this episode.
Oh, yeah.
For an episode that's going to be posted in July. We'll talk about May data. That's what everyone likes.
Yep.
Before we get to that, I don't know if you've seen this on Facebook, but there have been quite a few posts about it. AC Mike Lopez, who is a radio and television host down in Atlantic City, has started running boardwalk tram tours. They're 90 minutes long. They start and end on the boardwalk in front of Stockton. Weekdays, they are at 3 p.m. Weekends at 11 a.m., $34.99 per person. A quick description from the website. Glide along the legendary Atlantic City Boardwalk as we take you on a narrated adventure covering everything from historic hotels and famous attractions to present-day hotspots and future developments. Would you do this tram tour?
Probably not, but I feel like I know more about AC than the most. I mean, I'm happy that it's happening. Like, would I personally do it? No, probably not.
Yeah, that's about where I am. Like, I think it's cool. I think that a lot of people who don't know much about the history of Atlantic City would be fascinated to hear about a lot of the old hotels and stuff, especially, if you watched Boardwalk Empire, hear about some of the stuff that's still standing. But I probably wouldn't do it just because I wouldn't want to use the 90 minutes of AC time. Yeah, hopefully it's good.
So in the last year, other than the homepage itself.
Oh my goodness, we're actually doing website data?
Our three most popular posts. So the first one is list of resort fees at each Atlantic City casino. Would you like to guess what number 2 is? I would not have guessed this, but apparently it's quite popular.
Best of 2018.
Nope. The top 3 are like miles ahead. And number 4 is the About Us page.
The data.
Just random episodes.
Revenue and profit.
Nope.
Is it an episode?
Nope. I'll give you a hint. It's an article that I wrote semi-recently, and it's not Walking from Harry Reid, which is number 3.
The craps data?
It's the craps data. Yeah. I don't know why that's so popular, but people just love it, I guess.
I guess it expands beyond Atlantic City.
Mm-hmm.
So people who are just gambling interested. Maybe you've struck gold there on the marketing.
It's probably that people are searching for something about crapless craps,
right,
and it must show up in the search engines. So
let me tell you something about that. Our conversion rate to new visitors to that page is 100%. Everyone who has gone to that page and didn't know Do for a Win is now a podcast listener They
That's
listen the second it comes out. So thank you to everyone who's come via that. I can see it in the data that our listenership is way up. Actually, that's not true at all.
And when I said I wrote it semi-recently, it felt that way, but it was 18 months ago. So
I was trying to figure out something about Harrah's, about the last time we stayed at Harrah's.
Mhm.
And not this most recent trip, but the time before that. And it was like 2021. I was like, what?
Well, that's when you and Dave stayed there, too.
Yeah,
I haven't stayed
right.
since way...
Because you were at Golden Nugget.
I did a solo trip, but when they said I could have the Atrium Tower, and then we're like, no, that tower's closed.
In my head, I was like, was it this past December? No, it was the December before that. No. Good times. Want to talk about data?
Yeah, let's talk about different data than our website data.
Do you think people care more about the website data or the revenue data?
I'm sure that they thought the website data discussion was more interesting than the revenue data.
All right, let's plow through this quickly then. I have to give the disclaimer that there were 5 Saturdays in May 2025 and only 4 in May 2024. But Atlantic City's gambling revenue was up 11% year over year, which
That's a
seems
lot.
pretty good even for a 5th Saturday.
It is. It's a lot. It's more than you would expect for just a fifth Saturday.
Yeah, we usually adjust by like 7% based on
Yeah,
nothing.
something. Sounds right.
Borg, Hard Rock, Ocean, 1, 2, 3, as per usual. Borgata, $73 million. That seems pretty good. Hard Rock, $52 million. That's also a very good not summer number. Ocean, $42.3 million. 6 of the 9 casinos were up. Ocean was up 32%. That's quite good. Borgata up 19%. Caesars randomly up 10.6%. That is their first positive year-over-year number this year. Do you think it was just luck? I didn't look for that.
I take a quick look this morning, and no one's luck seemed especially good. So I think this was legit, well earned for everyone.
Good for Caesars to have that positive month. They're going to swing into summer. Everybody's going to the hook.
Like we're talking about it, it's still under $20 million.
Yeah.
But,
Right. I mean, that's the big, like, none of these numbers seem particularly good for Harrah's or Caesars.
I mean, Borgata's number is incredible. That's like an August number in May for Borgata.
Yeah, Borgata, Hard Rock, and Ocean, I think, all had good numbers. But yeah, the Caesars numbers, when I saw Caesars was up 10.6%, I was kind of disappointed that it was that amount. Only Golden Nugget, Bally's, and Tropicana were down. Nugget was down 12%, and that is after being down 13% in April, 14% in March, 10% in February, and I believe 6% in January. So they're not having a great year.
Not great. Yeah, Bally's and Nugget not doing great.
No.
Don't love to see it.
I don't really have much else to say. Nice to see generally a good number, but Golden Nugget, man. Oof.
Don't love to see it.
I mean, I did go to Golden Nugget the last time we went.
You love it.
And it was so dead. So dead.
Well, I mean, we need to go sometime soon.
Here's my pitch for all the people for Golden Nugget. Cheap table games compared to just about everywhere else. And 6s or better double down stud.
Well, I mean, that just brings the people in.
All you need to know. That'll get you a solid 5 minutes before you're just bored to tears. And you're like, you know what? I can't even play anymore. I got to go to bed. And that is truly the problem that Golden Nugget is having.
Yep. Everyone just goes immediately to bed after playing some 6s or better.
They have one 6s or better machine, and everybody plays that for 5 minutes. And it is the cure for insomnia.
Yeah.
Everything they do to like pump oxygen into the casino and keep the lights going and, you know, bamboozle you so that you're not tired is all completely undone by Double Down Stud.
Also serving like, you know,
gallon of scotch.
200 milliliters of scotch at a time probably doesn't help with that either.
Bringing it full circle, gallon of scotch was the episode that Dave and I stayed at Harrah's that I was just talking about.
Yeah.
Good times.
Delicious.
Any other thoughts? Do you want to talk about Japan?
Japan was cool.
Did you gamble?
I did not go to any pachinko parlors, unfortunately. Still, I've been 3 times in the last year. No pachinko has been played.
Did you buy any Pokemon packs? Because that's basically gambling.
Isaac bought some Japanese Pokemon.
Nice.
So
what did he get? Did he get black and white?
I don't know. He thinks it's hilarious that everything's in Japanese, though, so he can't read it.
Yeah, man. It's the best.
Yeah.
The card quality is higher, as the nerds will say. You don't know what set he got?
No.
Was it really expensive?
No.
Okay.
He might have just gotten like a deck, not a pack of cards or something. So, I don't know.
Like some sort of battle deck?
Yeah, has Pikachu and Snorlax, I think. They're the two.
Was it like a tin?
Yeah, I don't know. He wanted it, and we're like, that's fine. At the Pokemon store.
Pokemon Center?
Lots of Pokemon stores there. Yeah, Pokemon Center.
Nice. I have a pre-order in with the Pokemon Center right now. Pretty excited.
Does it exist in the United States?
No, and that's why you can order on PokemonCenter.com.
Oh, yeah?
Any country where they don't have a physical location, you can order online. If they have a physical location, you got to go to the store.
Let me tell you, every mall has a Pokemon Center in Japan.
What? I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous.
It's a busy store, let me tell you.
I have to say, my son has gone from Pokemon cards. Now he's all into baseball cards.
But you are remaining Pokemon cards.
Because it's an investment, you know? I got to retire at some point, and I'm going to retire on ripping packs of Pokemon cards.
Can you still get packs of like 1990 Donruss for like $1 online? You could just, get them into...
No, that's all gone up.
Oh, really?
That all went up during COVID.
Oh, terrible.
Back when nobody cared, in like 2005, I was buying boxes of 1990 cards for $4. Entire boxes, 36 packs of like 1989 Fleer, 1990 Topps, 1991 whatever Donruss, $4. Yeah, that was the days.
I think 5 years ago you could still get boxes of Fallen Empires, which is like the notoriously worst Magic the Gathering set that like almost ruined the game, for like $100 or something like that. I think they're much more expensive now, but...
Yeah, everything's just gone up. Our sister podcast is the Trading Card Investment Podcast. The key is to talk about it, about what everyone else should do, but not actually buy any ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's I don't think you know how it works. Like, you need to buy everything yourself and then tell people what to buy to push the prices up to sell back into the market.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, you're really bad at making the money by doing this.
I'm definitely bad at making the money. So, in general, our podcast is bad at making money. We don't do any of that.
Yeah.
So, that's it. Welcome back to the United States of America.
Ever since that Target money dried up from Clark, New Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Chickies and Sweets hasn't sponsored us in a while.
No, that's true.
Speaking
of Chickies and Sweets, in the Reddit, the same post that somebody asked about walking from the Sheridan to the boardwalk, they said they wanted a New Jersey staple, pizza, cheesesteaks, or Taylor ham. And somebody suggested cheesesteaks at White House.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to get the Italian sub at White House. I think if you're going to get a cheesesteak, honestly, I think you're better off at the Chickies and Sweets. Or Tony Luke's in Tropicana.
Pepper steak?
It's not a classic cheesesteak at White House. It's good, but it's not like what you think of as a greasy, real
you've got
Philly
Didn't
cheesesteak.
you get the cheesesteak last time you were there?
I've gotten the cheesesteak at White House multiple times. It's good. It's just not like the Philly-style cheesesteak.
It's no pepper steak from Sack of Subs.
Nothing is the pepper steak from Sack of Subs. That's true. I'll be in Ocean City, New Jersey in 2 weeks, and I can't wait to eat a cheesesteak from Express Pizza and Subs in Ocean City, New Jersey. That's an excellent cheesesteak for anybody who's looking for a cheesesteak.
Do they take the liquid on the bottom of the pepper jar, like the 5-gallon pepper jar, and just dump it on the bread?
They don't. I believe there's also a Sack of Subs in Ocean City, New Jersey. I think we've talked about this on the podcast before.
Amazing.
At this point, I'm just stalling to keep this episode from ever ending. Because
I know it makes you really upset when we have 20-minute episodes, so
this will be more than 20 minutes. But the reason I'm stalling is because we aren't going to have an episode probably for like 3 weeks. Because as I said, I'll be in Ocean City, New Jersey.
Yeah, beautiful. I'll see you in Atlantic City.
July 28th.
All right. Anyway, if you want to reach out to us or to our listeners, you can do so at a Facebook group, facebook.com/group/do-for-a-win. Or if we're Maya, just facebook.com. Check all of our great content at doforwin.com. Reach out to Craig on Twitter at doforwin or me at Kyle Askin, and send Craig questions to doforwin@gmail.com, and we might answer them on air.
Yeah, we'll answer them. Eventually.
Yeah, we'll wait for them not to be timely anymore, and then we'll answer them.
James T was right. He posted saying, I know this isn't going to get answered in time, but does anybody know about these video poker tournaments? It's like, you've never been more right. For the SEO, real quick, crapless craps.
Yeah, crapless craps. We love crapless craps.
Odds for crapless craps.
Don't you want to know why crapless craps has worse odds than regular craps?
Perfect crapless craps strategy. Never lose in crapless craps with this perfect system.
Iron Cross works even better in crapless craps.
Never lose in bubble craps with this perfect system. I'm going to write a book about bubble crap strategy. I don't know if I've had a losing session in bubble craps, and I've jinxed it.
Casinos hate these 8 real weird tips to never lose in Craps Craps.
I'm going to start titling all the episodes things like this. They're not even going to be remotely related to the content of the episode. Like, casinos hate this one weird trick.
Amazing.
Yeah. Like, Borgata is cooked in all capitals. That's going to be the next one. And then we're going to be talking about how it made $73 million.
Yeah, I mean, it should be Borgata cooked and not Borgata is cooked. But yeah, either way.
That is one of my favorites, is like, Pokemon trading card market is cooked, market crash incoming, and then the video is all about, like, that's what you're thinking, but in reality, all these boxes that I'm holding are going to the moon. Buy my boxes.
Yeah, buy my boxes.
All right. Well, we'll
Good
talk
job.
to you all in a few weeks. That's your line.
All right. We'll talk to you all in a few weeks. Thanks
you.
for listening.
It's a
Amazing.
truly off
What-
the rails episode.
What an episode. I think there's going to be a lot of editing.
No, man.